everybody. Welcome to What's in the Box. This is episode 41, filmed on Saturday, the 11th of July, which means it's my birthday. I'm 30 years old, plus 10%. It's fun. I'm venturing out to a pub for the first time since lockdown later, and I've told everyone there, expect me to be very anxious, because nothing says happy birthday like an anxious person having a pint. My name is Frizzle. I've got some lovely, lovely guests today. The first one is I'm going to bring on the returning guest. Kate Smurthwaite is here. Hello, Kate. How are you since last week?
Yes, I'm back. You're returning loser.
To be fair, after 41 episodes, I do have much more losers than I do winners. That's just mathematical fact. So yeah, it's a good crew that you're in, because I only booked the guests. But this week, I haven't booked the guests. My friend here, Kate Smurthwaite, has booked them for me to save me a job. Because what says happy birthday like? I'll do your job for you. Comedian Samantha Day and Paulus, a cabaret geek, a self-described cabaret geek. How are the two of you today?
I'm good, thank you, Frizz. Thank you for having us on your show.
You're very welcome. You've both got similar backgrounds. I love that, as in like your Zoom backgrounds rather than the artist lifestyle.
Yeah, hopefully you can tell the difference between us as we go on.
Yes, this is actually Who Do You Think You Are? And I've tricked you, or that Davina Secret Family show. That's what I've done here. Thank you very much.
Oh, long lost family.
That's the one. What did I call it? Davina's Secret Family Show. I think that's more on the knuckle, isn't it? I prefer that. Anyway, we've got all the guests here. It's time for round one. What's in the box? What's in the box? Round one is called What's in the Box? I've got something in my sleek black box. The guests don't know what it is, but they're going to guess and try and figure out what is in the box. They'll most likely be wrong, but it's then up to them to debate why their guess was the closest. And the person who can convince me the most wins 3 full fat points. We're going to start with Kate Smurthwaite. Kate, what do you think is in the box today?
I think today the box contains your business card.
That was in the box a fair few whiles ago, and yeah, that's how often I clean my room, that I keep all my various props. Do you remember this from one episode? Oh, how about the time I had a Bluetooth speaker on? Oh, do you remember weeks ago when I brought on some Brill cream? That's still in my fucking room. So, Kate guesses a business card. Paulus, what do you think is in the box?
I've got this, I'm strangely drawn to this idea that it's a very calming tea.
Very calming tea.
And the bag. I mean, not an actual cup of, a tea bag. But it's one of those.
I've had weirder things in the box. Sam Day, what do you think is in the box?
I think based on the fact that it's your birthday today, it will be some form of lubricant that's in the box.
You know me very well. So the guesses are a business card, nice soothing tea, or some lubricant. The answer is, drum roll, please. Oh, it's my favourite chocolates. It's dark milk, giant buttons. Oh, I absolutely adore these. I got a pack today for my birthday, and proof that people care about me. But now it's time for you to say why your guess was the closest. Kate, you thought it was a business card. Pray tell, why was your guess the closest?
Well, there's a lot of problems with business cards of the papery kind these days. Think about the environment. Think about the trees. You don't want to be handing those out. And the security issues. Once upon a time, we just handed bits of paper out with our home address and our email on. But these days, that's a reckless way to behave. Have you seen what the internet's like? Don't give people your contact details. So what better way of making yourself rememberable, by simply handing out a piece of chocolate that they'll pop straight in, wolf it down. They'll think of you every time they taste chocolate. They won't know where you live. They won't have any of your personal details. And furthermore, it can be fully recycled down the toilet when they've finished digesting it.
Oh, you're doing well. And then I just thought of recycled shit chocolate. Paulus, why was your guess of a calming cup of tea the closest?
I said soothing cup of tea, by the way.
Oh, yes.
I'm just thinking about the words shit chocolate being the last thing said before my name. I've been introduced in many ways over the years, Chris. Can I just check the brand that you've got there, Frizz, of that chocolate? Is it the new one that's being advertised by 80 stars?
Dark
yes,
milk.
Dark milk, isn't it? So you get this on television, you get this advertised by Jason Donovan and Kim Wilde and other various people who you know if you are of a certain age, because dark milk is for people of a discerning, slightly older age. Perhaps they've got crow's feet that show up more in the concealer that they choose to put on when they're on screen these days than they used to. Like a calming, soothing cup of tea, dark milk chocolate buttons might be the last thing you pop into your mouth before bed, before opening a book, which will also be equally disappointing, just like the dark milk chocolate and the soothing cup of tea and the book that you've chosen above all of the other books that you could have chosen to read. It's about disappointment, really. That's the story here, Frizz. That is a really horrible bar of chocolate that you were given for your birthday, and calming tea is a disappointing thing to do to yourself. Just go with Builders.
Okay, that was interesting. And you are right that it comes with age. Yesterday I was 32 and I hated the stuff, and today I can't get enough. Oh, love it.
Right. Okay. So Kim Wilde has done her work on you.
I've not seen the advert. I know who Jason Donovan and Kim Wilde are. They were the guests I originally had on, and then Kate said, no, you don't want them, I'll bring in some friends. Samantha Day, you thought I had some lube in my box. Please explain why your guess was the closest.
Okay, well, I said some form of lubricant, didn't I? And lubricant's there for a specific reason. It's there to prevent chafing and to prevent rust. So I think you've just been eating a little bit of that chocolate, have you, Frizz?
Yes, I have.
Can you just tell us how much rust or chafing you've got on the inside of your mouth now?
Surprisingly none.
Well, I would rest my case, but I've got one more point to make, which is that, of course, when you lubricate something, sometimes it's metaphorical, isn't it? You know, lubricating a conversation, making it go a little bit better. And I don't know if you've seen the Ferrero Rocher adverts where, you know, Ambassadeur, you're spoiling us. Yeah.
Oh, yes, the Jason Donovan, Kim Wilde ones. Yes, I do.
Yeah, those ones. And they bring round nothing more than chocolate to make that conversation go with a bang. So I think I've said enough, to be honest. And I always thought, when I saw like panel shows on telly, I always thought, like, it's not about the winning, you know, it's about kind of having fun and contributing to the show. But now I'm actually here, I'm like, fucking hell, give me the
yes. I like that. Samantha, not only did you give one reason, but you gave two reasons, and then you clinched it. Yeah, basically. But the other reasons why is I don't want to think about the Kate Smurthwaite's recyclable feces gourmet chocolate. Paulus, you said that it was a disappointment. I bloody love that stuff. So Sam is getting the full 3 points for that round. Congratulations, Sam. It's time for round 2. What's in the box? What's in the box? Round 2 is called Sentimental Value. I have asked my guests to bring in their own box with items in. They are about to gift one of the items to another player. It's then up to that player to come up with a story about why this object means so much to them. Maybe it was something in their childhood. Maybe it made them into the person that they are today. We're going to start with Paulus for this round, which means, Kate, you are going to get an item out of your box and reunite it with Paulus. What is your item, Kate?
Oh, so I don't do my own box, so I don't know what's new, but I was told to look for little things because they can be the best. And this is clearly one of those, not dice, but die that you use if you're some sort of mega nerd playing. I think it's a 20-sided die. I can't see any numbers higher than 20. So I think it's a 20-sided a dodeca die or something like that. That's what it is. In a little, it's green. I'm not sure if it's real garnet, but I imagine it's more sort of Alf garnet.
Okay. Paulus, you've been reunited with this 20-sided die. Please tell us why it means so much to you.
It's not real garnet. You're right, Kate. It's not Alf garnet either. It's fabulous, and comes with a little booklet. And as a male homosexual, you get sent one of these at the age of 8 years old. It comes with a laminated card. It's when you become a card-carrying homosexual that you receive one of these. I can't tell you what it's called because you're not in the fraternity. But basically, it comes with this booklet, and the 20 different sides are the stereotypical things that you can be as a card-carrying male homosexual. So you won't recognise those symbols to mean anything, but if you looked up in the booklet that I've got in my bedside table, you'll see that one says window dresser, one says cabaret performer, one says hairdresser, and it goes on for the whole 20 list. And in that 8th year of living as a card-carrying male homosexual, you get an entire year to choose which of the completely and utterly preposterously stereotypical jobs that you will do for the rest of your life as that card-carrying homosexual male. And it brings back tremendously happy memories of a year of nothing but possibilities for me.
I love that. So what, you had to like roll the die first thing in the morning and that would decide what, oh, I like that.
And then you basically play for the whole of the 8th year of your life and go, okay, so maybe it's going to be a window dresser, and you do that for, 2-3 months, and then you roll again after a little while, you go, okay, I think I might be a theatre director, let's just do that for a week and see how that works out. It's just until you get to the point where you just won't roll anything else on you, and you're almost at your 9th birthday and you're like, all right, cabaret performer.
Did you hear that, viewers at home? It is a choice. We all knew. Samantha Day, you're going to be reunited with an item from Paulus's box. Paulus, what is the item that you're reuniting with Sam Day?
Oh, Samantha, I hope I'm going to put this on properly because it's quite big and the box is quite small. Hold on a second, Samantha. I think this is right. Could you please explain to us all what this is?
Yeah, that definitely takes the pressure off of you explaining what it is. Samantha, please tell us why this gold lame astronaut means the world to you.
Okay, well, as you can probably see, I'm quite a fashionable person, so clothes are quite important to me. And I was, for about 30 years, I was an accountant. And like all accountants, I'm quite a spiritual person too. And so it's really important to me that I have something which expresses exactly what I'm about, and at the same time hides my face from all the people that I've defrauded over the years. So this really does tick the boxes because not only do I look glamorous, and I am a shining light in the city when I'm wearing this, but also I'm a little bit incognito, a little bit under the radar, and there are good reasons why that should be the case. So thank you very much for giving it me back, Paulo.
I love that. Next up, Kate is going to be reunited with an object from Sam's box. Sam, what is that item?
Hi, Kate. I'm pleased to give you back your candle, which is this is the Gwyneth Paltrow candle. You will be familiar with this. This smells like my vagina, and it's yours, Kate.
Of course. Now, this is going to be interesting because Gwyneth only released this a couple of months ago, and this is an item from when Kate was a kid. Kate, please explain why this item means so much to you.
Oh, well, you see, the first mistake you've made there is assuming that it's the Gwyneth Paltrow brand. In fact, as with so many Hollywood celebrities, sadly, a lot of what she does is very derivative and frankly stolen from other artists on the UK small comedy circuit gigs. People at the Google Club, people at Quantum Leopard. You just never know when one of Gwyneth Paltrow's scouts will be in the audience trying to half-inch your best ideas. But this is, of course, the original. This candle smells like my vagina, and it is mine. It was my original concept, and my lawyers are trying to deal with the Paltrow camp at the moment. Unlike Gwyneth Paltrow's, you see, when Gwyneth Paltrow made it, what she did is she put sort of, nice spices and sandalwood and things in there. And I haven't smelt her vagina personally, but I don't imagine, to be honest, that it really smells like that. This one, however, is completely authentic, and I didn't make it to sell as a piece of cheap, tacky merchandising for creepy old men to sniff. What I bought it for was so when I went to the doctors, I didn't have to actually take my pants off. I could just go and And rather than me dropping my knickers, you know, in the waiting area or whatever, because things are very tight on NHS budgets, I've made this candle, and I think give it a quick sniff, and you'll probably have a good idea what the problem is. And it worked very well. You see, Sam already is she's thinking cream at least is necessary, possibly some sort of rash or even amputation, possibly. So yeah, it's a shame that it was ripped off by Gwyneth Paltrow, but it was originally intended as a medical device. And I'm glad to say that as a result, I get a lot less itching these days, and it's all a lot fresher.
That's wonderful to hear.
Would you like to see my one that I made? Because my one's a bit more classier than her one.
Yes, please.
Much more straight to the point. I've made this one here. I've called it the fanny candle. But I just think it's got a little bit more authenticity to it. Absolutely does smell like the real thing, all natural ingredients.
You could insert that one easier. I mean, I could insert the other one easier.
I get a lot of returns
more
on this.
people.
I think Paulus is one. I think you're bumming the candle at both ends there.
Yay!
Right, I've got points to give away. Round 2, it always goes 3 points, 2 points, 1 point. I'm giving 1 point to Sam because you mentioned that you wanted to remain incognito, and wearing a gold lame astronaut outfit isn't going to work there. Kate, we can resonate with the whole, getting your ideas stolen and stuff, so I'm giving you 2 points. But Paulus, the fabulous 8 years old homosexual card-carrying dice, deciding what you're going to be, that was a genius story. I love that. That is the full 3 points to you, Paul. It's time for round 3.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Round 3 is the pop culture round, formerly the music round, but then I ran out of CDs. This one is called Friends Like These, because I absolutely love the sitcom Friends. I grew up with it as a kid. My sister is a mega fan, and I learned most of it by osmosis. What I've prepared are 9 titles. Some of them are genuine titles of Friends episodes. The others I have made up completely. So we're going to go around the room with this. Sam, you're the first one. Is the one with the candy hearts an actual Friends episode, or have I made that up?
Ah, the one with the candy hearts. It sounds fatuous and inane, so I'll say yes, it is an actual episode.
You are correct. It is the first Valentine's episode from season 1. Kate, you're up next. The one with the ham sandwich.
Oh, Paulus is nodding but then I'm not sure he might double agency, you see. I feel like it might be double, yeah. You see, I was going to go yes, but look at Paulus nodding. The answer is no.
You're correct, Kate. The one with the ham sandwich is not a Friends episode. I don't think ham sandwiches are even popular in America, as they are here, but no, there is no ham sandwich.
It was the episode which Joey was replaced by a ham sandwich and nobody noticed, I believe.
Yeah, that was the spin-off, wasn't it? That's why it didn't get that many episodes. Paulus, your one is the one where Nana dies thrice.
All right, okay. So if this is a Friends episode, I think it's a Phoebe episode, because she would have somebody die in her family thrice, if anybody would, because Phoebe's awesome and weird and other, and that's why I'm going to say it is a Friends episode.
Paulus, it is not. There is a season 1. There is an episode called The One Where Nana Dies Twice, and it's Ross and Monica's Nan. And it's the one where someone falls into an open grave. That's Friends for you. Sam, the one with the stoned guy. Was this a Friends episode?
The one with the stoned guy. Oh my goodness me. To me, they look very glossy. It's all about having walking around your own home with very nicely blow-dried hair, isn't it, Friends? Stoned guy, does he fit in with that mold? I'm going to say he's not. No, it's not an episode.
It is an episode. The stoned guy.
Good hair. That's just cheating.
He was played by John Lovitz in season 1. It was a lot grittier show in the early days. I was really watching it recently.
What's in the box? I've definitely seen some where people seem a bit stoned.
We'll see if this is the title of this. No, at the moment, the title of this episode is Fanny Candle, and I don't think anything is beat that. Kate Smurthwaite, the one where Candler smokes.
Oh, you see, Yeah, interesting. I mean, it makes a lot of sense because he's so sort of straight-laced, and also, like my husband, you know, even when he was, I mean, he was like in his late 40s, early 50s when this was happening. If he wouldn't behave himself, I used to go, "Listen, Dave, either we're doing what I want, or I'm going to tell your mum you smoke." And it worked remarkably well for somebody who really should have just broken it to her by now. So I think because Americans are a little bit more straight-laced about this sort of thing, and Chandler, I think this is real.
It's not, but thanks for that. No, the title is the one where Rachel smokes. Chandler smokes all the damn time throughout the 10 seasons of Friends. Next up, Paulus, the one with the tea leaves.
Well, see, now I think that's about Phoebe now as well. Because
if it said the soothing tea leaves.
Yes, it's soothing. It's a calming cup of tea, definitely a soothing cup of tea. And I think Phoebe's involved in this, and because she wouldn't she? She'd read somebody's tea leaves, and maybe she reads all of their tea leaves, and of course gets it completely wrong. But one of them happens, and it's a coincidence, and therefore we all think she's clairvoyant. And yes, it's a Friends episode.
It is a Friends episode. It's where she's trying to find like the perfect partner. Alec Baldwin then arrives at the end of the episode and plays her boyfriend for a 2-episode arc. And the final one. It is a Phoebe episode. The final one, Sam Day, is the very meta, the one with the guest star.
Oh, yeah, I think that's probably the Alec Baldwin one. Yes, it's an episode.
It is not an episode. They would never be that meta. That's the end of the pop culture round. It was very low scoring. It is time for round 4.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Round 4 is a very self-indulgent round. It's my birthday. What have you got for me? You've got an item from your box that you are going to try and appease to me. It's going to be the best item for me. And you can make your case about why your item is the best one. So we'll go around the room. We'll start with Samantha. Samantha, what have you got for my birthday?
Hi, Frizz. Well, I've got you a lovely present. It's your birthday. You're going to the pub. You're feeling slightly anxious about it. And sometimes I think now when we're laughing with our friends, we don't feel like we're laughing enough because we're so used to having emojis where people are crying with laughter at the slightest thing. So I've made you these so that you can hold them up when you're laughing and just look like you're crying with laughter. You see? And those are for you to take to the pub so you have a really laughter-filled birthday.
Oh, that is very, very strong. Paulus, what have you got for my birthday?
But I brought you somebody.
I love him. What's his name?
Margaret. This is Margaret. And Margaret is for you. And Margaret can be any gender you want, but what's important is that Frizz, as you know, as all 4 of us know, sometimes being on screen is something that we can't quite cope with, and we'll have one of those mental health days, and we don't really want to sit in front of a screen, but it's our job to be in front of a screen and to entertain people and make them happy. It's hard to do. So some episodes of What's in the Box in future can be, if you need them to be, they can be presented facially by Margaret.
Excellent. A day off, finally.
You have to do the talking because Margaret does make noise. So you don't even have to speak. You can just press play.
I'm getting deja vu. Very familiar noise there. Now it's time. Kate, you've got some strong competition. I know you don't know what's in your own box because you have a friend prepare it for you, but please wow me. What have you got for my birthday?
Well, strong competition, but this is some pretty strong stuff. This is a genuine bottle, and I don't know if you can even see it. This is a genuine bottle of smelling salts. This is actual old school Mackenzie's Finest smelling salts.
Wow.
And I have sniffed them before, but in the interest of science, I shall do so again on air, even though I think last time I swore I never would again. Oh, okay. Bleep. That is incredibly strong. That is about 40 times the strength of my vagina candle, that is.
We've got a new title of the show. Right,
And this is perfect for you, Frizz, because I know that you're a very liberal, open-minded kind of guy, and you're very progressive. You've got lots of friends from different walks of life, and there's no doubt. I don't want to think about the bush here. I support all of these different groups of people, but there are a few snowflakes out there, aren't there? There are a few snowflakes out there, and if you think people are getting a little too easily shocked, and you think people are about to keel over, perhaps they come to your show and you say something a little racy, and they go, "Oh, Frizz, I wonder if you've thought about how that affects my personal sense of." You just go, "Hang on, mate, just have a sniff of this and cheer yourself up." And then you can get back on with swearing and being as offensive as you like.
I love it, like an 18th century dandy. Oh, I love that. So good. All of them were fantastic. So I'm giving you 5 points each, and therefore not going to bother writing anything down at all because you'd be on the same score. Thank you so much. That was worthwhile. Kate, however, I absolutely adored you smelling salts on this pathetic panel show on the internet that about 30 people watch. So thank you very much for the commitment there. And again, yeah, all very good. It's time for round 5.
Round 5.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Round 5 is called 23 Seconds, and it is where I get my guests to name as many objects as they can from their specialist subject in 23 seconds. So the person in first place always goes first, which in this case is Samantha. Samantha, what is your specialist subject?
My specialist subject is interesting for everyone. Accountancy.
Okay, naming as many accountancy things as she can. Here is Samantha Date in 23 seconds, starting now.
Okay, calculator, spreadsheet, depression, meeting, suicidal thoughts, fraud, more meetings, more suicidal thoughts, more depression. Depreciation, amortization, balance sheet, profit and loss accounts, depression.
That is time, I'm afraid. Are you okay, Sam?
I am now.
Okay, good. It's therapy. Therapy was what was in the box all along. In second place at the moment is Paulus. Paulus, what is your specialist subject?
I'm going to have a go at yoga poses.
What, doing them in 23 seconds or just naming them? Fair enough. That would have been so much fun. Paulus, in 23 seconds, as many yoga poses as he can name, starting now.
Pose of a child, mountain pose, shavasana, queen pigeon, reclined pigeon, half pigeon, tree. What's that one that makes you look like Grace Jones? Dance pose. Not first position. It's first warrior 1, warrior 2, warrior 3.
Excellent. That is time there. I'm just adding up the warriors now.
The one that makes you look like Grace Jones. That's how it's described in the book. Episode of Friends, that is the one that makes you look like Grace Jones.
Grace Jones, the woman least likely to be calmed by yoga in the world.
I mean, for a second, I thought the one that makes you look like Grace Jones. I thought you'd like be putting on blackface or something, and that is not allowed in this show. Kate Smurthwaite.
What's in the box, where somebody blacked up in the middle of it.
Yeah, I can't believe that What's in the Box have been taken off or refused to air on the BBC, and this is the exact reason why I am being blacklisted. Oh, that's the only reason this show.
Some of these,
Kate Smurthwaite, what is the subject that you're going to name as many things as you can?
I thought today I would do people we can all agree need punching.
People that we all agree need punching. And I will say you need 15 to win. So, Kate Smurthwaite, naming as many people who need punching in 23 seconds, starting now.
Boris Johnson, Donald Trump, Bolsonaro, Dominic Cummings, Priti Patel, Rishi Sunak, Dominic Raab, Nigel Farage, Anne Widdecombe, Milo Yiannopoulos, Roosh V, who else is there? Peter Lloyd, who is horrific. Think of people who are horrific. Simon Cowell, repeatedly. David Williams, he's been a
right,
hasn't he?
That is time, and at the moment you are drawing with Paulus. However, you did say Simon Cowell repeatedly. How many times?
I think at least 4.
4. Lovely. Right, so Kate wins the show. Kate wins the show with 20 points. Very.
Oh, hang on.
Yes.
Recount.
I just want to point out that Kate's subject, which she elected, was people that we can all agree need punching. So if we don't all agree about all the people that she said, does that not mean that I win the show?
Are you going to perform a spirited defence of Nigel Farage now?
Tell you what.
No.
Paulus, if you can do that move that makes you look like Grace Jones right now, it's 5 bonus points. Show us the move.
Right, okay, here we go.
A literal peek behind the curtain.
Something like...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Kind of like that.
That's very good. Right, the winner of the show with 22 points, it is Paulus. Very well deserved.
Woo!
Paulus,
I stole it. I don't deserve it, but I'm taking it anyway.
It was
Oh, you
beautiful.
deserve it for that. You're right. You did look like Grace Jones.
Yes, I thought I had her on the show. I'll have to amend the title. Paulus, whilst you're here, is there anything that you would like to plug?
Poverty, desperation for the arts. Please support them. We're all dying.
Beautiful. I'm sensing a theme in today's episode. In second place, Kate with a full-on 20. Is there anything that you would like to plug?
Yeah, I have an online video series called The News at Kate on Patreon, and my solo show from last year, Clit Stirrer, is available for download on Gumroad or streaming.
Excellent. Links in the description below. And Sam Day, 15 points. Not very bad for a newbie. Is there anything that you would like to plug whilst you're here?
No, there's nothing I'd like to plug. I just wanted to say, I did only come on from the points, and I did say that right from the start. So, thanks for having me on and all.
Oh, maybe next time. Maybe next time. One more time, my guests today were Kate Smurthwaite, Paulus and Samantha Day. I've been Frizz Frizzle. If you would like to support the show yourself, you can do. You can chuck us a one-off contribution at my Ko-fi page. Think of it as buying me a birthday pint at ko-fi.com/Frizz Frizzle. Now, can all my guests please wave at the camera for 23 seconds as the end credits roll?